And this game is a competitive potion brewing game where each player is going to have their own personal player board, using that board to store any resources that they've collected, as well as to brew and store 3 different types of potions. You're going to have a bunch of visitors visiting the town every single round, and each of these visitors are going to be looking for different combinations of potions, and of course you're going to be trying to make those combinations in order to fulfill their specific orders in order to get their benefits. But a really neat thing here is that you can also drink your own potions as well for all sorts of different special effects, and each player will also have their own tech tree on their own personal player board that you'll be able to upgrade throughout the game, which will increase your efficiency to improve your brewing, but it'll also improve the effects that you'll get when you do drink one of your own potions. But the way that players are going to be making progress in all these different things is by performing actions each and every round. And this is the area of the game that I think looks really, really interesting and does look like a ton of fun, because every single round there's 5 different actions that you'll be able to perform. You can forage the forest for different ingredients that you can use in your potions. You can expand your tech track, you can purchase different goods and items from the market to help with your brewing, and of course there's an action to actually brew the potions, and then finally an action to fulfill any orders for the patrons that are visiting the town. And what's really cool about these actions is that you could actually do all of them every single round if you wanted to play the game that way, which means that you can accomplish quite a lot in a single round. But even though you can do every action in a single round, some of these actions might be more valuable to you than others, and the order that you get to perform that action relative to the other players could mean a lot because everything is shared out on the main board, and if you're first to visit that location, then you get first dibs on whatever is there. And of course the other players will happily fulfill the orders of the different visitors if you are not quick enough. And the way that players are going to be resolving this order amongst each other for each of the actions is by using this special action board along with these 5 action tokens. Each of the numbers represents your relative priority of how badly you want to do that action first, and each of the players will be able to individually assign their tokens to the different actions in secret, and then simultaneously revealing to resolve which players get first dibs. But that's not all the options that you have here, because each of these tokens are double-sided, and if there's an action that you don't necessarily feel super inclined to perform, you can flip that token around and instead get the reward that is depicted on the other side of that token. All the players then simultaneously reveal their boards and perform the actions in the order relative to how each player placed their tokens. The game continues like this over a series of rounds, with players using those actions to collect various resources, brew potions, make upgrades on their own personal player board, and of course fulfill those various orders for the victory points and any associated bonuses. The player with the most victory points at the end of the game wins the game, and if you are interested in this one, I do have it linked in the description below.